Guys, I feel like I'm a very accepting person. Truly, I want to like something about her. I'm searching for something to like about her. And it's so hard because she suffers from such a rare disorder of being unable to just be a human. Do you know what I mean? So, she left the royal family because it was just so unattainable and out of touch. And here she is in Montecito, putting together perfect little baked pies to Do You Believe in Magic? Like it's an Eat, Pray, Love sequel, because that's so attainable and relatable. Right now, we can't afford groceries and people can't put gas in their tank. But yeah, here's Meghan Markle showing you that she likes to take something and elevate it, because I'm sure this is exactly what she was doing before she met Prince Harry, when she was a D-list actress that was like stripping down on suits, but she wants us to believe this is the real her.
This is crazy. Candace Owens has launched a full-on attack against Meghan Markle. No soft punches. She's accused Meghan of faking emotions and staging scenes just to grab sympathy and stay in the headlines. Social media erupted, digging through her family clips like detectives. Even the St. Patrick's Day homemade waffles video for Archie and Lili is under fire. Fans insist the setting looked fake, the batter ready-made, and maybe someone else was flipping. #Wafflegate is now trending, as critics frame it as another PR stunt, proof that Meghan will choreograph anything to keep her image alive.
Let's go. I've always loved taking something pretty ordinary and elevating it. Surprising people with moments that let them know I was really thinking of them.
What? This is probably one of the most glamorous moments of my life.
It's magic.
I'm just learning.
Look at how much honey we have.
Do you believe in magic?
We're not in the pursuit of perfection. Woke us all up. We're in the pursuit of joy.
I can't take it anymore. Get out, get out, get out. Uncle, make it.
Here's where it gets spicier. Meghan's back in the headlines, but instead of cheers, she's facing one big question. Why does she come off as phony? The fire started with her raw and unfiltered podcast that promised the real unscripted Meghan. Critics weren't buying it. Candace Owens led the charge, mocking her as someone unable to act like a genuine person and branding her public image as staged and hollow. Even longtime listeners recalled archetypes being slammed as overproduced and dull. So when Meghan vowed something authentic, people tuned in, only to see shaky pauses, trembling voice, and tears that fans say looked rehearsed, a display of manufactured vulnerability meant to sell herself, not reveal herself.
That just struggles to be a person, like just be a human being. They don't know, they sit in a room and they're like, how can we humanize you? And she's like, I know, I'm gonna go in full hair and makeup too, because I know when I bake with my girlfriends, you've never done this, Michaela, when you invite everyone over.
In a white outfit.
Perfect hair and perfect
Who cooks in a white outfit?
Literally no one. But apparently we're supposed to relate to this and somehow go, oh, now I see why she left the royal family, to essentially create a royal in Montecito. It's so patently her, so patently tone deaf. I love it.
Let's be real. This isn't the first time Meghan's been accused of acting rather than being herself. A former friend recently claimed the Meghan seen in public is a carefully built persona, while the real woman stays hidden. The timing couldn't be messier. She's relaunching Instagram, teasing a second Netflix season, and pushing yet another rebrand. Instead of winning hearts, she's fueling more backlash. Some fans still see her confessions as sincere. Others call them pure performance. Candace Owens flatly rejected Meghan's "happiest I've ever been" speech, saying if you have to announce your happiness, you're probably not. People point to her Netflix show Love Meghan as proof. Marketed as an intimate lifestyle peek, cooking, candle pouring, bath salts with friends, it was actually filmed in a rented Montecito mansion, not her real home, and critics trashed it as bland, staged, and calculating. Viewers said she looked hyper-aware of every smile and word instead of natural, with one viral review blasting the fake set, faux laughter, and try-hard relatability. even the constant Duchess of Sussex reminders, after all her complaints about royal life, felt strange and inauthentic. 2 stars. And that was only for the stylist.
Wants their pound of flesh. She owes them. That's it.
Yeah.
You sign a $100 million deal. He's got to do Invictus Games. She's got to do something. And unfortunately, there's just not much for her to do. So she's trying to lean in and make people think she's some cross between Victoria Beckham and Oprah. And she's just not. Everyone sees exactly who you are. Like Victoria Beckham and David, that's actually who they are. You know, that's actually where they're from. They speak about their backgrounds. It's super cute. She's somebody that is pretending. She's been pretending for so long. Truly, she is cursed with being a D-list actress, and that's what this is. It's D-list acting trying to sell normal.
Then came broadcaster Esther Kropku, who didn't soften a single blow when she weighed in on the Royal Offspring show. Her assessment was harsh. There's just nothing there. She bluntly stated that Meghan isn't a natural entertainer, isn't inherently engaging, and simply lacks the spark needed to anchor a program. Her critique cut deep. I never learn anything from her. I adore lifestyle programs. I watch them constantly, but hers taught me absolutely nothing. Ouch. Esther voiced what many had been thinking. The Meghan seen on screen is a manufactured persona, and the distance between the image she projects and the person she actually is couldn't be clearer. That's exactly the drum Candace Owens has been beating. Meghan's supposed authenticity is a scripted facade. Yes, the series briefly cracked Netflix's top 10, but it burned out quickly. Once the initial hype faded, criticism poured in with words like dull, uninspired, and bland dominating the reviews. Viewers tuned in hoping for a lively, relatable Meghan, but came away more convinced than ever she's polished and superficial. And Meghan didn't help herself. When she announced a second season of With Love Meghan, she posted a playful Instagram clip wearing a baseball cap reading, "Let us roam calm," dancing around to show her fun side. Instead of looking charming, it came off awkward.
Viewers slammed it as forced, awkward, and even cringeworthy, yet another failed bid for relatability that only highlighted how tightly stage-managed Meghan's image really is. That's why With Love Meghan has become shorthand for these authenticity debates. More than a badly received lifestyle show, it's a symbol of how she tries to manufacture warmth, but ends up delivering something hollow. From teary podcast moments to choreographed waffle-making clips to Netflix's polished series, critics say it all points to one thing. Meghan Markle feels like an act, not a person. And while she keeps pivoting and trying to rewrite her story, the backlash grows louder. Instead of softening her image, she's leaning hard into her lifestyle brand and emphasizing motherhood, even revealing she writes nightly emails to Archie and Lili to show devotion and build memories. On the surface, that sounds sweet, but online skeptics instantly labeled it another scripted soundbite, a PR ploy meant to tug heartstrings rather than a genuine glimpse into her private life. Candace Owens seized on the contradiction, noting how Meghan's stories of sacrifice and maternal devotion are overshadowed by her privileged reality. Emotional anecdotes issued from a multi-million-dollar Montecito estate with nannies and chefs at hand. For ordinary mothers juggling jobs, childcare, chores, and bills without a staff, her struggle rings false. So when Meghan casts herself as an overworked, relatable mom, many see tone-deaf performance instead of authenticity. And this carefully curated image has been building for years, long before Netflix or Instagram, back to deals like her mega Spotify contract.
Meghan was handed a multi-million-dollar deal to create uplifting, stereotype-shattering content through her Archetypes podcast, pitched as a bold show to empower women and dismantle outdated labels. But critics tore it apart, calling it shallow, overproduced, and self-indulgent. Spotify ultimately canceled it amid whispers she hadn't delivered on the promise. Next came Netflix. With Love Meghan was billed as the chance for audiences to see the real Meghan, but instead looked like a hollow vanity project, exposing the gulf between her self-image and public perception. This cycle, staged vulnerability, marketed authenticity, but unconvincing execution, is exactly what Candace Owens and others keep hammering.
Every attempt at showing a softer, relatable side ends up feeling contrived.